I don't think you're gonna believe it, but this is the very same forest that we were in just a couple of days ago with 30 centimeters of snow. It's gone now. It started raining and it got warm and all the snow is gone. So now we can see all the debris lying down under there. Now this looks messy, but it's actually not. That is a pile. So it's going to be left there. That is a pile that I'm going to cut up because all of these trunks that I've taken out of the forest these last couple of days are good for firewood. All the rest of it is either too small or too rotten. And I know it still looks like a lot of debris. I said, could I clear that area in 8 days? I'm not sure if I can, but I can show you over here that all of this, that was a lot of branches lying here. So this piece of the forest floor is almost cleared. Piles are forming and there are trunks there to be processed a little bit before they are put over there to the firewood stack. In here there's one trunk here and I'm not really sure, should I leave her and just be part of the forest because she's actually pretty decorative, or should I cut it up and use whatever there is for firewood? I think I'm gonna leave it and then they can just tell me later if they want it gone. There's another pile of very good firewood. Behind it, pile of debris. And this whole area I cleared today. There was a lot of branches. Not very many good for firewood, but all these pine branches with a lot of branches sticking out of them and twigs sticking out of them. So they're very annoying to work with. But I got the whole place cleared and I found this pit here and thought that was a good place for a pile, because a pile that grows down in a pit is not as high and visible a pile as if it grows on a hill. So this one's been helping me, if you could call that help. She's been playing and really bugging me to throw sticks all the time. Now she's gone. Now she's there. Where's the dog? She's over here. Yeah, and she looks at me as if I am an idiot, which I am. So she finds a piece of wood and she wants me to throw it. So every time I find a piece of wood that I'm actually going to throw in a pile, I'm throwing it out in the woods because she needs to go and get it. But as you can see right over here, where I haven't cleaned anything up, is a ton of branches and small trees and what we have. So, and the 8 days have been reduced a bit. Girls have written me that they will come down here sooner than we agreed in the first time, so I'm gonna... What? That's, you can hear that. That's the idea the whole time when I try to get work done. This one wants to play. You ready? Sit. Sit. Blew. This is a big one, so you can't run after it. Blew. Go. You got it. Way to go. Way to go. So that's the cleaner dog, the runner dog, the player dog, and the good company dog. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to clear it by Wednesday. Now today is Saturday. Ti lige stille nu. Shh. No. No. Today's Saturday. And that follows that tomorrow is Sunday. And the people living next to my friends here are home. They live here all year round. And I can see that their car is there. So they're home. And I do believe they go to work on weekdays, because I've seen the car missing from over there. I don't think they're retired yet. So they have jobs. They go to work. And that's why I want them to have their weekend in peace and quiet. So I'm not gonna start the chainsaw and cut up wood until Monday. So today and tomorrow we can clear up more of this forest. And I'm just gonna show you again. So see, all of this was full of big trunks and branches and everything. So I've done some things. It still looks like a mess, but I guess we'll get to the bottom of it someday. But today and tomorrow I will be cleaning out the branches, and then Monday I'll start cutting stuff up with the chainsaw, and then we'll see if it looks a little bit more orderly. And then I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm leaving on Thursday. So that's when I have to clean the house and clean the terrace out in the front, or the deck, because my dog has put a lot of debris out on that deck that I have to clear off. So yeah, this piece of the forest is still full of, it's all these little things and the big things, and it's intertwined. And well, I know what my priorities would be if it was my place, but it's not the same as the girls want. I would just want to clear some paths so I could walk here, and I wouldn't really care about what was lying around. But what they want is to not even have paths here. They just want the floor to be clean to look at, so that they don't look into all this debris and mess and clutter every time they cast their eyes in towards the forest. They want to see clean forest bottom and a lot of new growth like this. It's allowed to stay, but everything that's lying around here must go. So we'll see how far I'm gonna make it. Not as far as I'd hoped. All these stones I cleared out last time I was here, they were full of trunks, and they wanted them clean. They like their stones to be able to see the moss on top of the stones lying free. And that little forest troll there wants to play more, but we're not gonna do that. We're actually gonna go in and have some breakfast. And it's actually almost 1:30, but I don't eat that early. And today we just had something to drink. Of course, Sappho had her food, and then I just set out to feed the birds. I was going to feed the birds, I promised. So I fed the birds and fed my dog, and I just drank some water because I wasn't hungry at that time. And then I started working. And when I work, I'm not so good at taking breaks, because then it's hard for me to get going again. So I'd rather just work on and then have a big break, and then I hope I'll get out here a few hours again, because the sun will set in a couple of hours. So 1 hour in to have some breakfast, brunch, lunch thing, and then out 1 hour more. And what do you say? You think we need a break now? You want to run all the time, but I know that you'll fall asleep when we go in because you've been active all day with no breaks. So I think we'll go in and have a little something, have a little bite to eat, and a little rest. And then perhaps we'll be out here again. So, you coming, Sappho? No, don't ruin the piles. Can you say bye-bye? No, I cannot. I can eat my sticks. So you see, very, very, very good and loyal helper. Bye-bye, Sappho. Bye-bye, everyone. See you on the next one.